All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we're still doing our mitigating, overfitting, and underfitting module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Now, it was just a bunch of note taking. We actually did go over underfitting today, and we just took a bunch of notes on underfitting, as opposed to yesterday where we did strictly overfitting and took a bunch of notes on that. So I don't have any code to show you. So what I did was I did go ahead and move forward and start doing some Hugging Face examples outside of the course to see exactly what it was about and if I can get a handle on it myself. And let's go over those results there. So first and foremost, let's pull it up. So this is all personal stuff. This stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the course. I actually did this outside of the course. So I'm in the wrong. One second. I'm in the wrong thing here. Let me find it. I'm getting started. So I did three examples. So the first example here is going to be I just quoted get started. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually get some sentiment analysis from a sentence I entered here. I finally decided to take charge and learn Hugging Face outside of the course. Then the second example, I didn't do this one yet. I only did one out of the three just to make sure I had everything down pat. This one here is going to be a text generation. So I started a sentence. My goal is to be the best computer programmer. Now what's going to happen is the text generation is going to actually finish this sentence for me with a maximum length of 30 characters or 30 words, and it's going to give me two outputs. So it's going to give me two different versions or two different returns and a max output of 30. So yeah, my goal is to be the best computer programmer. Blah 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 blah. That's going to give me two different returns back. And for the third example here, we're going to do a sort of analysis. We're going to analyze this sentence, and then we're going to score it based on what category it should go into. And as we have education, politics, and business. So it's going to score and see exactly which one of these three choices here is the best fit for this sentence. This is a course about Python list comprehension. So yeah, so this is the first one I did here to get started, and this is the I finally decided to take charge and learn Hugging Face outside of the course, and this is sentiment analysis. So I did run that, and it came back as a negative. I guess it would sound negative, saying like I finally decided, like I'm fed up or I'm at my wits end kind of thing. So maybe it read that as a negative, but it wasn't 100% sure. It is only 0.7% sure that is negative. So yeah, and I actually came over here and opened up my notebook to run it over here too to see if we got a different scenario. So yeah, you can see we ran it the same thing. I finally decided to take charge and learn Hugging Face outside of the course, sentiment analysis. And it's the same thing you see here. It still came back as a negative with the same exact score. So yeah, so everything is working properly with this one. Now I can move on with the next two examples. Again, this has nothing to do with the coursework. This is stuff I did outside of the course on my own. Now you can notice this part right here, this section right here is pretty much gobbledygook to me. Doesn't really apply to us. This part right here, the no model was supplied default to this with a distilled burp. So we didn't. You see here in the sentiment analysis, we didn't specify a model that we wanted to run from the Hugging Face, so it picked one for us, and that's totally normal. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me show you the same exact thing happened here inside of the VS Code. See, no model was applied, so it defaulted to the default model for us. And as opposed to, let's see, example two. If you check the pipeline here, we do have a model specified for example two, so we won't get that error message or that warning message for this one. But example three, we will be using the default model again because we don't have one specified here. So that's all that means there. But again, yeah, I didn't mean to diverge from the TensorFlow, but we didn't do any coding, or we did coding, but we didn't do any code writing inside the TensorFlow. So I decided to show you guys what was going on with the Huggy Face. I didn't get into it last night, so I did make sure that I got up early and got into it this morning. And I just wanted to show you where I was with that. So these are the three examples that I'm working on right now. Like I said, this has nothing to do with the coursework. This is totally outside of the course that I'm doing on my own. So yeah, I just wanted to keep you guys posted on that. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way on the progress we make. And for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.